Rail yard. Oh. Right. Well, that was bad.
Aliases are just me.
Okay, Frog has returned. Angel was stood in front of me and just gone forever.
My stream is so far behind that after you said that I was able to look over at the stream and see that just happened.
Yeah, it happened like 2 seconds ago. That's a normal amount of delay. Because I can just be like, okay, guess I'll just click on each person, pick... Where are you going? Going outside. Like you weren't trying to quit. Because you have toilets to clean. It's very hard to tell who is who with all the repeat. Right, that should be enough people to fix
If you're
the
desperate for
toilets.
the toilet, it could be worse.
Well, I'm not going to chase after you. That would be stupid. I'm not going to chase you going up the other stairs. Is he actually going to go up the other stairs? What are you doing? What is happening? Oh. Nice flip.
Let me explain.
Do you think this was maybe the default audio as they replaced the voice lines?
I can get you across to Midsummer Isle.
Hey Mintley, how you doing? Welcome back.
There's summit on that isle I need. Mayhap you can help me find it.
What is
There's
happening?
summit in it for you and all. And the isle, well, it's worth a visit.
To get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine.
It's raining indoors, I've
You'll
just
also
realised.
what we bought only last week.
Finding this game clunky. I feel like I'm forgiven that for the fact that it's fucking raining indoors.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy.
That I'm going exploring. Oh, goodbye, Burbs. Tomato! What? It's been 5 seconds! Right, well. You know, what? I literally looked at chat, and all of a sudden, they were all around me. What? He hated the joke.
Subscriptions will be distributed.
Hey, Hype Train's reached level 3. Lily, thank you so much for the 5 subs. You give us a total of 18. Thank you very much. Oh, Falcon Reaper's your friend, aren't they? Hey, Leon, how you doing? Right, okay, so 5 people. I've got to figure out which ones of these are real. There's one. What's that? Why did he just launch into the air? And exhibit. New exhibits arrive at the museum packed in crates, ready to be unboxed. All crates look the same, but I can tell this is a good one. Select the crate to see what's inside. And so begins the new British Museum. That belongs in our museum. Hello, Dodo. How's it going? Right. Greasy Fields.
If anyone finds this message,
Shit.
hell, no one's getting back in here.
Okay.
Not once the quarantine is fully enacted. And if by some miracle you are listening to this, well, I am so sorry. The automated security will be powering up right about now.
Well, fuck my life. Okay. I legitimately have no idea what's happening right now.
Try breaking that block of
This looks so
It's-
stupid.
Try breaking the
Someone
bedrock.
please clip that. This is
If
so
I break
good.
that,
Yeah, this sounds like it might be bouncing off the bedrock.
no, it's still bouncing.
Boy.
There
Off
is
the
actually
bedrock.
no.
Okay,
There's
you
no
broke it.
reason for this to be happening. This is a
Try breaking
bug.
crystal now?
Hey, chat. How's everyone doing? Oh, Thursday. And I know it's Thursday because I'm painting. That's a different thing, so I can actually keep track. You all having a good day? Hello. Who's in chat? Who we got? We got Pericordis, Croc, Alex, Above Earth, Vive, Owen, Frog, Applesauce, and Explosive. Explosive Dwarf. No other kind of explosive, it's fine. Don't put me on a list. Hello. So, sorry, it took me a minute, like 30 more seconds, because I had to blow my nose because I realised it was full of grey. Because I've been spray painting all of my Krieg today that I've built so far. So yeah, I had grey in my nose, which was wonderful. Anyway, I started building this today as well. It's some of the artillery. Like you come out the tube. Yeah, exactly. It was exactly like that. Where am I putting this artillery? I've just realised like my whole floor is covered in sprues. And boxes for oh god. Right, this is Krieg boxes. Those can go up there. This is more. God. Artillery. Don't need that right now. The tank. Well, the stuff for a tank. I've built the tank though. Go away. Right. Okay. I had to stop spray painting because literally, my trigger finger, as it were, started to go funny. Like I couldn't press the button down properly. It's awkward. My hand got tired. I haven't done that much spray painting in ages. I spray painted what 30. I do them in batches of 5, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batches, or 8 batches because some were sprayed black. Yeah, you know what I mean, Owen. Like your finger just starts to go numb. It's like, oh, I don't know if I'm even pressing this anymore. Right. So I haven't actually switched over the figures. I'm going to show you guys some of like what I built and so on. Oh, by the way, Explosive, you missed it last time. Here's that test scheme I did. I think I sent you a picture of it, but I think it looks pretty cool. So if you ever did want to do a Tyranid army based on Zerg, I can happily do that for you. Thank you. I will drink my drink, which I didn't have near me, and now I do. Right. Get all our Krieg done. So I used Colourforge for these guys. I used Standard Grey, which is the same as Mechanicus Standard Grey from Games Workshop. And honestly, this is going to save me probably most of the painting time. That's how fast this should be. Also, these are the guys that we were painting last time, so we're just going to move them. Everything smells like spray paint right now, and I don't know if it's because I blew my nose or because the things still smell like spray paint. Hey, SMJ, how you doing? I'm doing okay, just everything smells of spray paint. Oh god, this is a mess. Sorry, I'm just getting the white tack off, which is... Oh, it adds up. All of the above? Probably. For some reason, the white tack on one of these is really bad, and I just like can't get it off of the I should have sorted this before the stream. I didn't realise quite how bad this was. Sir, please. Please, I wish to move on with my day. I just want to paint the Krieg. Please. Oh yeah, thank you. I'll put that on. Okay, there we go. Look, he's good though. It came out quite well. We painted him on stream. All of the YouTubes are live now. Thank you for the reminder. Please, sir, return to me this white tack. I might just not use... Okay. Here's a painted Krieg in the grey. This was done as fast as possible. It took practically no time. I hate fighting them. Yeah, honestly, there's 3 in the Marine Army. Also, I didn't paint his gun. I just painted all of him because I wanted to make sure it worked. Here's a guy that we painted from black. And honestly, the difference is none, really. If anything, the grey spray paint looks better. I'm pretty pleased about that. The only issue about using grey spray is I'm going to have to paint the guns black, which is going to waste a bit of time. Oh, let me get the music on as well. We have Space Marine 2. Oh. Yeah, it's like ever so slightly. But I bought 3 cans, which reduced the price to £10 a can, versus GW's 16 or something pounds a can. And they're 500ml cans instead of 400. They're actually just better. Like, in a lot of ways. You'll save a lot of money. Absolutely worth doing. That's non-oil. We'll make that better later. Necrons are the fastest army since it is prime black, dry brush metallic, and then do the green parts. I'm not sure they are anymore. Personally, because you don't just do that anymore. Whereas these guys, I'll show you. I genuinely took longer painting my Necrons than I'm going to take painting these guys. In fact, doing this setup might take longer than painting these. It certainly feels that way. My thumb is... Yeah, it's from spray painting. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I spray painted the servitors black and the commissar black, because black on the basic infantry. I'm talking about whole army. It's legitimately not going to take long. Oh, for God's sake. However, this might keep taking a while if the arms keep bloody falling off. Right, there's 5 Space Marines over here who need to come off. Oh, and have you seen this, by the way? I've got these old Marines, right? Sorry, I've got these Assault Marines, and I've got these old jump packs, which were just in my bits box, completely untouched. And they look so good on these guys, honestly. They look like much more impressive Assault Marines. And yes, he does have a chainsaw. But yeah, these guys aren't going to take long either. And for when I need to add more to the Crimson Fist's army, I bought 2 cans of grey, which I'm probably not going to need, and a can of blue, which is not near me, so I can't go and get it right this second. Mark 7. I suppose technically it's the Mark 7 jetpack. It's the original Assault Marine jetpack from 4th edition. Sorry, from 3rd edition onwards. Which is why it looks that way. It was before jetpacks had marks. Otherwise, I'd get a Mark II jetpack because I really like them. That'll be Mark 7. Yeah. Yeah, because 3rd editions were... 2nd edition? I don't know. When did Assault Marines first get invented? Because that might have been 2nd edition, actually. They old, basically. Been the same thing for years until they did the Primaris. Right. I gotta glue this man's arm back on. I didn't realise, but using the ultra thin, the Tamiya ultra thin, tends to end up with some bits being missed. So we're just gonna very quickly put a bit on his arm, a bit on his hand. Get his arm put back on, attached to the hand. Place. We shouldn't dry brush this guy right away because his arm will fall off. Second super bulky one, similar to super old Forge World. Forge World. So there were jump packs in first edition. They're the two big jets that are like, well, they're basically this jetpack, but cut off these top sections, and they were just two big dustbins stuck on the sides with two orbs down here. Those were Mark IIs or the original jetpacks from first edition. Then these came along, and they've been this up until they introduced Primaris. Yeah. So there was only two versions until Forge World got involved and started going, what if we made marks of them? Because things like the Chaos Space Marine ones look different. Why do they look different? Let's answer that question. That was kind of where Forge World went with it, which was quite nice. Huge dustbin strapped on the back. Like a single dustbin is Mark 6, I think. And maybe Mark 5 as well. So look at these little stabbers. I love it. Quality. Oh, and the plasma guns. I had to convert plasma guns because these guys basically don't come with the right arms. They don't come with enough, because on top of a plasma gun, I wanted a melter gun, and they used this arm the same. It's very annoying. So my biggest concern with getting these done fast is going to be that they might get pushed off by dry brushing. Also, I love the Krieg. Like, there's so many... They're so dynamic. I got 20 of these guys to paint. 10 more to build still. Yeah, this is currently the Space Marine... No, it's Darktide. It's Darktide, the Emperor of Mankind. Bobbington was correct this day. Okay, explosive. See you later. Have a good one. Okay, right. So, they're all on their bases now. In theory, because of the way that I do this, I can just do pure null oil, but I need to shake it. Yeah, the new sculpts are amazing. One of the things I really like is the little heavy weapon teams. Especially because the way that they're sculpted, I can do this. And then I can just put a different weapon on. The only issue is that these shields on the gun are... You only get one in the set. I couldn't find an easy way to replace them. So, for now, they're just going to be these... the twin stubbers, which are rapid fire 3, which is ridiculous because it means you fire 3 shots, and if you get in half range, you fire 6. I love it. I had to have them just because rapid fire 3 just didn't exist when I used to play. Hey, Maxis, how's it going? Oh, Bobbington, sorry, I missed you joining there. Don't know if I missed Temetry. So the only place I've been let down with this spray is just here on these tiny, tiny cables. It went a bit funny, but as I've left it to cure, the cables have started to come back in. I think the longer I leave this to cure, the more the like cable detail will reappear. So I'm just going to leave it and see what happens, but usually they're alright. Other than the old Space Marine Rapier. Good. I like it. Anyway, right, sorry, I really like these models a lot, so I'm showing you like every little bit I find is kind of going to be part of it. So, this shouldn't take long, basically. The only thing that's going to make it take a long time is the fact that I've got to make loads of it. My wash brush is starting to give out as well. I've used a whole bottle of Nuln oil with it the last little while. Right, so I think what I want to do is start out with just one guy and see how he goes, right? Because on the other ones, I've done both undiluted and diluted Nuln oil, and I want to know what's best. Plus, we're using a different model because the others were the old Forge Rod ones. Yeah, they are old GW paints. Sunburst Yellow for you. I originally bought Sunburst Yellow when I started because it was for the banding on my Ultramarines. So the nice thing about this is I now haven't had to undercoat grey. And instead I'm doing a wash of black to get all of the details, and it kind of just inverts the other potential way to do this. Part of that why I like this grey paint, because I love doing a black wash over stuff. I think it solves a lot of shading issues very quickly. Then what we'll do is we'll have all the little details. But the only thing that's going to take a while is I'm going to have to wait for this wash to dry. But actually, looking at it, I think using pure wash and not watering down is the right call. Because we are then going to dry brush on the top colour. And yeah, that is it. That's the first wash for this guy. So I was like, I'll start with one guy, but actually I'm happy enough to do a whole squad like that. Hey, look how good he looks already. Okay, he's really shiny in the light, but when he's dry, you'll appreciate what I'm appreciating. Hey, Alistair, how you doing? Oh, I have like 2 old GW... Excuse me, sir. Please go into focus. I have like 2 A4... You know, like the A4 mail order boxes? I have 2 of those. Hello, Apples. I have the camera on a slight angle, and it makes a huge difference. I'm also cutting out a large amount of the image. So, this is actually the camera set to 4K resolution, turned portrait, and then zoomed in as much as I can, so that it has as high a resolution as possible for the stream, and I can be in part of it. And if I showed you the whole image of this, you'd be able to see the back of my desk. Like, you can see my whole desk with this camera, but the way I have it set up, you know, I cut all that out. And then the focus is set in the lower third. Where's everyone else? Oh, I'm sorry, that's there. Hello, Johnny. How you doing? Everything going all right? Got anything going on? The cat's causing problems? Oh, I'm sorry, Alistair. Make some happy army trees. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. Oh, I want to show you guys the tank I built as well, because I'm really pleased. Like with it, I did just some little detail bits, and it's been years since I've actually taken a model and done a bit more with it than just build the kit. Also because I needed to build 4 1,000 point armies, which is a lot. Do I listen to something while painting? So normally I have Warhammer content creators on. Recently, I've really enjoyed listening to Tabletop Tactics because they are good people and they make good stuff. I've also enjoyed listening to 40k and 40 minutes because they do battle reports and they're short and I can kind of follow them without looking. Also, the Kieran show, which is literally two guys called Kieran painting stuff. And honestly, one thing about them is that I'm glad they got past their streaking grime phase, because they just kept streaking grime everything. I did not enjoy it. But they're in Catalan. Wow, that's a hell of a language, Johnny. I hope you're doing well with it. Got cheap Easter eggs today. Should be about 350. Paid 170 each. Nice, Bobbington. How can I get said cheap Easter eggs? Because I want some. Love Easter eggs. Although saying that, I need to lose weight, so maybe not. Maybe you tell me next year, and then I'll get them next year. Everything tastes like spray paint. Not good. Anyway, this is the boring stage, but once we get past this, that's when things start speeding up. And you'll see. It will go very fast, and you'll be like, how? How is he doing that? Watch RT Phoenix Riot Vid. Oh. I mean, I would also listen to podcasts. It's just recently I've been kind of getting into the community a bit more and figuring out who's who and stuff. And so I would also listen to the Adventure Zone, which is a good podcast. We play D&D badly. Great fun. Make up stories. As reducing because squished boxes, the eggs themselves on damage. Nice. And our live events for the people complaining about the price. Are they from America? Because that doesn't surprise me. The tariffs are fucking everything up. Hopefully by the time it releases, they'll have given up on tariffs and realised that they're just fucking over themselves. We have to wait and see. Also, can we appreciate like some of the poses that you can get out of this kit? Like my little binocular man here, having the best day. Yeah, we can only hope that it happens. Obviously, the lizard people! Yes, you're right. Hey, Dodo. How's it going? I just realised Dodo joined to me just yelling, "The lizard people!" Wonderful way to join a stream, to be honest. You know? The chat, when you enter a room, just yell, "The lizard people!" Everyone will pay attention. It may not be for the right reasons, but that doesn't matter. Probably. I'm gonna run out of this null oil. Not today, but soon. But I did buy another one, so I'm all set. Will I always use Citadel paint? Probably. Unless a company sponsors me and sends me a whole load of paints. I paid good money for this shit. Just not gonna use it. Pay more than the US. The UK and what? Rogue scale, something. More than the, oh, apparently ours. I heard that ours was like 350 quid. When I asked, someone said that. If it's 500 quid, I'm not buying it. Plain simple of it, unless we like crowdfund it, because I can't justify that when I can still play PC games. Right, we're halfway through the initial layer. I didn't realise there was another live as well. I need to get some more pictures of my stuff and put it up. By the way, chat, I have made a post. I've made a few posts to 395. That's not terrible for what you get. The PS2 cost £200. I eventually got my Xbox 360 for £200. Like, the value of stuff is busted right now anyway. I think my final Xbox I paid like less than... I imagine, based on the games that are coming out, that this is a pretty powerful console. It's for the best Apple source. If you've ever had to deal with Pokemon fans, you know it's not worth it. Oh. Frosty just got hurt. Other countries on the continent, I know. Wait to get the Switch one. Was it 7 years you waited? Really? Maybe I'll finally play through Tears of the Kingdom. Just so I don't have to buy the upgrade kit or whatever. Mural is a birthday, apparently. The nice thing about shaking up the Nuln Oil is that it mixes in all the stuff that makes it go matte. And then once you dry brush it as well, it brings all this down to a matte color. And it seems that the undercoat is helping with it as well, which is very nice. Also, one of the things I love about this guy, one, he looks like my character from Darktide, and two, they've left the shape, like they've made it look like the shape of the bionic arm under the sleeve. You can see like the bolt shape here. It'll show up more once it's washed, although for you guys when it's dry. But I just think that's such a cool little detail that you can actually see it through the sleeve. I also think these Krieg are like just the right level of detail for me to get them painted quickly and look good. Thing in here. Good there. Like, here's the first guy, right? He's dried now. Man's shaded. Man is, like, looking good already. Quality. Made you able to stand French? Oh, Quebec. So let's do the same. Yeah. Maybe that's why they wanted to call it the Gulf of America. Stupid. I have to wash this man's bum. Get it right in there. Yeah, I've washed his bum. The Gulf of California to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I didn't realise there was a Gulf of California. By the way, chat, is this like good enough focus for you to see, or do I need to change anything? Are we looking okay at the moment? The change it's good. Just touch this. Oh, okay. Interesting. I have some controversial opinions about what's going on there at the moment. They're like start a revolution kind of opinions, you know. I definitely can't talk about it on Twitch. Gulf of Water. That one's an ocean. That one's an ocean. That one is also an ocean. You'll be glad to know that in England, we have a river that, if you translate all of the bits of its name, is river, river, river. And we also have a hill called Hill, Hill, Hill. So, you know, we're good like that. So I agree. Just call them that. Right. Okay, so they're all washed. No, they're not. I missed the sergeant. Hey, floppy disk. How you doing? So anyway, I'm doing the boring step right now, I know. But it will get better. Oh, it might be. No, it's Torpen Hill I'm talking about. There might be one that's 4 hills. But Torpen Hill is... Oh no, it's Torpenhow Hill, isn't it? Yeah, it's 4. Fuck. It's 4 hills. A lot of hills. That hill has more titles than I do. Downside of having to go so far into this pot is that I now am going to have like a little black mark on my hand. Show you in a second. Once these are washed, I'm going to show you the tank I've been building because I think it looks cool. Right. He is washed. So, they all need to dry. Like, full of elbows. I mean, There you go. That's what you end up with. Because it gets all over the ferrule as this like touches the edge of the pot. Right there. It's brushed nice and clean. What are we listening to now? Battlefleet Gothic theme. That is a bit of a mouthful. South Africa is actually like it's the south part of Africa. But is it like the whole south of Africa? I don't think it is, right? I can't remember. Anyway, those are drying. I wanted to show you this tank because those of you who play Warhammer will understand, like... Hello, Simon. How's it going? Yeah, so these guys, I've just done their first wash. I'm just waiting for them all to dry, and then we're going to start dry brushing. But I wanted to show chat this tank because it has a mixture of... Well, it shows off some long time collecting. Base is the hot... Oh, wow. Fucking rude, Johnny. Literally the southern tip. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not good at geography. So, this is a new... Hang on. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So this is a new tank kit, right? Made for Horus Heresy. Oh, never mind. My gunner fell out. This pickaxe was sculpted before some of you were born. In fact, possibly before I was born. And then I've like put this on the back, which is from the original Rust kit. Not even the last Rust kit, the one before from 3rd edition. And this. I've also put a shovel on the other side, which I think is cool. Like, the idea of this is to show 10,000 years of combat. You know, they've stuck some stuff on it. I've even got this aerial thing from the old kit as well. Again, for the blinds, of course. It was made before. That was only 2001. He's fallen in the middle of his comrades. Anyway, this guy, for some reason, I have multiple sprues of this. Like, here's an untouched Krieg crewman sprue. And then the other one I've taken the 2 guys off of. Just have this for some reason. Anyway, so I redid this so that they'll be using this gun from the cupola. But yeah, is it cupola or cupola? I don't know. Cupolo, cupola. It expired before it, huh? Was it there when you got there? Or did you take it with you? Anyway, the tank still needs spray painting. So that will get done soon. Also, I really like the engineers. Just think they look cool. Just think they're neat, you know? Took it with us. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, I think they're cool. What's happened with Neural now? Oh, also... Oh, Command Squad guy. With his pistol and his sword. Okay. You have to put in, I think it's exclamation mark, dice, space, and then the number of dice and the number of sides. So, some of them we have done so you can just do D100. But for like D100,000, you have to do exclamation mark dice, space 1, space 64 dice with 6 sides. There you go. Robinson's got it. Oh, it's roll the dice. There you go. Right, anyway. So these guys have now been washed. Looks like all dried. Pleased with how that's come out. As we get through them, they'll be more and more dried. So, because the medic... Oh! I've just punched his sword off. Whoops. The medic is still drying. New places. I'm gonna have to put this man's sword back on because I've punched it off. Hello, Mine System. How you doing? Genuinely might take longer just doing repairs to these guys than anything else. Oop. My hand. Load into the wash a little. So this squad I kind of stuck to a lot of the instructions with. So a lot of it looks exactly how it's suggested you should make it look in the instructions. The only downside of this kit's got lots of tiny contact points. You're not staying. Sticking more to my hand than it is to the kit. Come on. Glue on you. Melt both sides. And it will stay. There we go. Okay, right. That. I'll leave you out over there where I can't punch you. Wait, what? How did you do that? You actually genuinely broke it. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Right, anyway. I need to start dry brushing. I'm actually going quite slowly, and it's a little bit annoying. Apparently, yeah. System overload. Bobbington, is this... not Bobbington, sorry. Above Earth, is this the default system, or... Like, is this a default system, or is this something you had to write? Like, have we broken stream elements? Wow, we broke stream elements. Sick. Right. Anyway, so we've reduced this down. What are we listening to right now? Oh, it's Mechanicus, Dance of the Cryptech. I'm looking forward to going back to Mechanicus. Right, let me zoom in. Sorry, I've had it zoomed out for the tank. Right, a lot of this won't appear very well. Just going to bring the colour up rather than highlight the edges. This is just so that where we've done all the shading, it's definitely reduced back into its application. Yeah. Good OST. I need to go back and finish Mechanicus though, because it was a good game too. I really enjoyed the fact that we ended up with a team named after like subscribers and stuff. Thought that was really fun. Now, okay, we're gonna do the whole squad. I think it's for the best. Does mean that we'll finish a squad in 4 hours. Probably more than a squad, actually. I would hope. But my plan is to paint this as quickly as I can from this point on. Because I have whole armies of this to paint. I need it to take less time than the pyramids took. Like, oh. Yeah, I think it tried to send back an error web page. That's why it says like all of the stuff that it says. I have to wash this brush soon. This is the only thing about painting more at once, is that we'll end up with the brush
Your
needing
presence
washing
is
sooner.
appreciated.
Thank you for the follow, the Sam of Sams. The first Sam? The original Sam? Yes, okay. Hello, how's it going? Right, I know this looks really drab and basic, but we have to put down these initial... Oh, for goodness sake. Stick to the base, to the thing, please. There we go. Right. Hey, Frog, how you doing? Get a bit more paint. Need it. But you can see how well the Mechanica Standard Grey attaches, like matches to the base coat and goes onto the Mini as well. Which tells us that this Colourforge stuff is real good. Oh, goodbye, whatever was on your pocket. There was a pouch. There's no longer a pouch. The only issue with using the Tamiya Super Thin is that in some places it's not fixed well enough for me to dry brush it without it getting upset. Oh. This is the first stage, is all the repairs. Yep, this one is New Sphere. We did break Stream Elements. Person I talked to couldn't get a number for me yet, but... Hey, nice Mind System. But do you think you'll get one of the... I'll fix this guy in a minute. Let's get this dry brushing done, and then we'll fix between dry brushes. Do you think you'll manage to get the one that you really wanted? The one that they don't make anymore? The second squad is going to be much easier to paint because I didn't put anywhere near as many little bits and pieces on it. I realised I would never get it all built if I did. Okay, I was just checking. I was making sure.
You have been selected to receive a pass card.
Hey, Demise! Thank you for gifting a sub to Rated Beta. Or Beta, actually. That's your friend, right? Hello, Demise. Is that a friend or partner? I can't remember. Partner. You need to get them back in here, clearly. You gave them 6 months as well. Thank you so much. Hey, Passeri. How's it going? The next stage of dry brush is what's really going to add to these guys, but let's get this done. Oh, the happy Andean? How you doing? Keep him from using the horrifying hug emoji options. Oh, yes. Nice, Passeri. That makes a change. It really is so much better than the default hug emoji. Then you don't have to call him a creeper for using it, so I understand fully. Still get him to come and say hi, though. I think he's been around long enough that he's allowed. Decreases the price, possibly the cost. Open to me building a new one from the ground up. Talk to them about it. They seem to really like you there, Mind System. I think you've got a really good job going. It seems like you really like the job, which is nice. It's a while back and I recognised the AdMech symbol. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was kind of based on that a long time ago. Because my username was auto-generated a long time ago as well. It's not quite the AdMech symbol. It's sufficiently different, shall we say. Yeah, you are grey enough. Yep. I've got, if you check out my Instagram or my Blue Sky, I post a lot of the stuff that I paint on there, and I'm trying to keep up with it. So if you want to see what I've previously painted, some of the stuff's on there. I posted the Tyranid Prime that I painted. That was a really nice model, actually. It's such a nice model, but it's so bad. It genuinely upsets Zero how bad it is, because he's playing Tyranids in my campaign, and he wants it to be good, and it's just not. Mostly because I murder it instantly. The moment I see it, I'm like, that's my next target. Just want some numbers first. That's fair, my sister. To be fair, Demise, it's been so long since I've done a painting stream. I've done them consistently for about 3 weeks now, which is, you know, in the grand scheme of things, not very long. Actually, no, I've done them for about 5 or 6 weeks now, because I painted the Carnifex, didn't I? Which I still haven't posted on my Instagram, and I really should, because I finished it on stream. Oh, I'll tell you what, actually, Andy... Here's the thing we painted last time. He needs some bits and pieces doing to fully finish him, but... Crimson Fists. Longer than 3 to 4 weeks, yeah. By the Primarch, a Carnifex. Collecting Orcs and Votan, and all our models are great. I don't believe you. I mean, to be fair though, you did get the Mordaka detachment, which just makes you ridiculous for the Orcs. And no, the Votan are actually overpowered because they don't have that many units. We're still waiting on that second wave. Hey, second D6, how you doing? I was thinking of painting when you said about your armies being great. Because I know that Votan can take a long time, especially if you choose to do the orange scheme. One of the members of a Discord I'm in is doing that. I can't name off the top of my head, I'll have to check. But he's getting sick of painting orange on his Votan, and I completely understand. Right, only the sergeant left, and to not knock his flipping hand off. Everything else, GW, lots of plastics. No, that's true. Well, these days, I've been into the hobby for 20 years. Back when I started, they were not so nice. Oh, for goodness sake. Sir, put your hand back on. This is no time to be losing it. Yeah. Ah. Okay. God, I remember Battletech way back in the day. I used to go to a club where some people played it. And, like, the people who originally made Battletech, or, like, were selling, like, all the models for the tabletop, were, like a garage store type deal. Like, they were garage kits, and you would order them. And if you'd order stuff, they would send you extras and be like, this would be really good with what you've ordered, so I've decided to include it anyway. At no charge. Here you go. Like, they were genuinely so dedicated to the game. And, like, making it good. It was very cool. Okay, well this is going to be annoying, isn't it? I'm not going to glue his hand on until I dry brush the next layer of grey. Yeah, the new Blood Angels could have been a little better, but they weren't too bad. I think there was some good bits in there. I do like how they've kind of brought the ostentation down a little bit for all of the armies. Equally, all the stuff they got rid of was stuff added in 5th edition, which was when I stopped playing. Well, I stopped playing at the end of 5th edition. I remember all this stuff being added and just thinking, so many units, do we need it? And then they've just kind of sat there and been the same ever since then. So now that they're going away, I'm actually not bothered, but that's because that's the way I've been following things. I like the models themselves, they're just a bit static. There's a lot of monopose going on these days. A lot less options. Hello, Francois, how you doing? Okay, so I'm going to leave these 2 bits off. We'll repair them in a bit. Not that I can remember whose pouch this is. I think it might be this guy's. Not yours. Yours? Oh god. It might have been this guy's. I've made a small mistake. And I've mixed these up, and now I probably won't ever find it. Oh. It was this guy's! It was the kneeling guy's. Now we know. Votan. Yeah, Votan just don't get stuff. Hey, Above Earth, how's it going? Right. So let's get these guys dry brushed with a lighter colour. This is nice and dry now. Is it this one? Administratum Grey. Here we go. Okay. So we need to do a new dry brush. This one's a highlight dry brush, so we don't want as much on the brush. Let's see how we get on. Brush might be a bit wet, so it might not be perfect. It's not. Well, not dry enough, brush. This is not going to do the job. Do some bits. Brush is not quite as dry as I'd like it to be, so it's not going to highlight exactly right. We just got to take a little bit more time. What's this? Ah, Legio Symphonica. So, it's grey with silver armor. I don't remember what thing it is. Originally, I was going to do the 261st. But because of the way I want my story to go, them being in grey works a lot better. Oh, look at that. The brush has dried out enough. That looks better. So his left knee is not perfect. Everything else looks pretty good. Yeah, so the plan is I'm making 4 1,000 point armies. I've got 4 players who are going to play a crusade campaign. And I'm going to make content from it. And basically create a story and be the DM. And it's set around the fall of Griffon 4. It will start out with an agri-world on the edge of the Griffon system, which the plan is it is actually a maiden world called Levivia, which is based on a name one of my high-level community supporters went with. Also, if you join the Ko-fi, I haven't set it up quite yet, but we're going to set it up so that if you join the Ko-fi, you can be one of the soldiers in the force. You can be part of the story, because I thought that would be fun. And it'll help to fund the fact that these models are expensive. But it's High Fleet Leviathan because they came from the south, the solar south, and destroyed Griffon 4. But I felt like there wasn't a lot of explanation of what happened there. So I thought it was perfect for doing a bit of story. And so you've got a PDF force that has never faced war before, so now they are not ready. And they run into, dealing with the Tyranids, and that's bloody scary. The Krieg turn up to kind of replace them as a force that can actually do something. And the Crimson Fists will also be fighting there, but they'll be there to, provide kind of an insertion force that will go in and solve deeper in enemy territory problems. They're fighting High Fleet Leviathan, and for some reason, the Eldar seem to be aiding High Fleet Leviathan, and we'll kind of uncover the story as you see the Ulthwé Eldar making their way around and sabotaging various Imperial strongpoints. And as they are supposed to be unknown that they're there and so on, the plan is to do their games as kill team games, but they use a model from each squad in their 1,000-point army to represent earning their upgrades and stuff. And everything it looks into. Oh no, there isn't normally. I am creating a lot of rules to make this work. But there are something called Crusade rules that help you to run your own thing, and you don't need to have a DM or anything. This is me going all out and taking my years of experience of the game to introduce 3 new players and an old player to something new, but also so that viewers get the chance to kind of see. 3 of my players have never played before, except for some test games we've done. And I want to give the viewer the chance to kind of have that experience they had when they first started playing again. of like going, oh, I can get, I like that squad, I want that in my army, instead of it being what we all become eventually, which is, what's best for my army? Oh, probably this. I'll buy 3 of that. Equally, I'm painting everything, which is going to be a nightmare, but there you go. So yeah, there's a more narrative function to it in that the armies are not going to be written to be the best thing ever. They're going to be written to be interesting and make sense in the lore and just kind of a bit more story to it. And as we continue through it, we'll write lore that didn't exist before, which will be cool. And we'll also have certain roleplay elements, because we're going to have to figure out, like, oh, you've captured this thing. What do you do with it? Roll some dice. Did you actually succeed, or did you just accidentally set off a nuclear explosion in the place? Like roleplay as each soldier? No. So they'll play each army, but then their roleplay function will be, you're the commander of this force. You're represented by your warlord. What does your warlord instruct people to do in this situation? Like, you'll play a normal 40k game, take out a facility, let's say, and say you're the Eldar and you've just captured this facility. It's like, well, what do you want to do with this? And so they'll be like, well, I want to disable it, or I want to blow it up, or whatever, or I want to do something with it. And you'll have to kind of D&D-esque roll some dice and figure out, like, do you succeed? How well do you do this thing? And it should result in some nice, like, fluffy story bits to go with everything else. Also, I could talk about this for hours. Hello, Dr. Insane. I think you get it. I know it's a bit confusing, but as you kind of see it unfold, it will make more sense. But right now, I've got to get 1,000 points of 4 armies painted, and it's taken me a little while, but we are getting there. And I've kind of waited for new codexes to come out for a lot of the armies as well, so that I know it's going to be a bit more balanced. Okay. I love how good this dry brush is looking as we're going through. Just adds so much. Plus, with the way it's coming out, it can show like a little bit more wear in places. And it makes this grey look like it was painted over black when it wasn't. With all the shading and stuff. Comes with painting over black. I've got to stop doing this though. The elbows are getting too pointy. Part of the roleplay. Just started getting into 40k like a few months ago. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough. Well, I'm always happy to talk about Warhammer. Always really liked it. Favorite thing about dry brushing this lighter color, it just finds all the edges. Well, it's pretty great so far. I'm glad I didn't choose a force where they had different colored trousers or inside coats. So I'm kind of getting out of. Okay. Oh yeah, I've heard about Wrath and Glory. Yeah, Wrath and Glory. I'd quite like to try, but apparently it's just a generic roleplay system with some adaptations to Warhammer. I don't know though, because I've not played it myself. That's just how some people have put it, but I know some people can be real negative on the internet, so with any luck, that's not the case. My plan is to not write an entire narrative campaign in an RPG system because that will get out of hand. And it's already getting out of hand with my plans for, like, the map. Where if you go back to a map, it will be the same layout, but potentially more tyrannid or more destroyed, depending on how late in the campaign it is and how far things have gone. I'm going to ruin Crusade, though, because Crusade is designed to work across 6 games each, and I'm going to make it like 12. Just how batshit crazy it is, no matter how bad things are. Warhammer is basically, yeah, but it will get worse. Yeah, great. You can destroy so many things, and the universe will just be like, yeah, it's about right. Oh, I missed your other art. Okay. And now we're on to the details, which require me to repair some things. Don't worry, there's just a pile of sprues next to me that fell over. Use a system that dictates how many dice you use based on the numbers of your stats. So strength 4 will give you 4 dice to roll. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I'd want to DM a campaign of it, but I would love to play in something like that. Seems like fun. Right. So. Let me glue these guys back together first. Where has your little tiny... There it is. Little tiny pouch for kneeling man. Why did I choose to do this? Put these like tiny little pouches on people, like... Yeah, that's a great idea. Those are going to survive dry brushing with no issue whatsoever. Why wouldn't they? Also, yes, I use a Stanley knife instead of a craft knife. No, I don't know why. Just always have. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Saurus Old Blood, nice. That reminds me, if anyone needs any Warhammer Fantasy armies for the old world, I have many and I need to sell them all. Right, well, at least this hand glues on fairly easily. Right, so we're going to leave you two to dry. We'll go to you last. I can't believe I punched that man's sword off. I'm so strong in combat, chat. I'm like a titan. You also get an additional dice that if you roll a 1 will add a complication. Sounds really cool. Busy day. You still doing the rebranding stuff? Is that kind of your main thing right now? Do we do the silver armor or the brown pouches? I have to paint this gun black. So we paint the gun black, then we do the silver armor. Azteca saws, yes. They are fun. That was horrifying. Oh my god. Right. We just need a bit of black paint. A little bit of water. We might not actually need because black's quite watery already. Then. Am I in the right place for you guys to see, by the way? Yeah. The thing is, I've got to repaint his hands anyway. This won't take too long. God, that's annoying. Yeah. Did I buy a new? Yeah, I did. I'm running out of black paint as well. It's surprising how much painting I've done over the last little bit. Like, I've painted like 100 models in a long time. Really adding up. Oh, Ciro, did you see I posted your boy on Instagram? Your favorite Tyrannid. Finding a new job and having plastic swords. Nice. So I'm just gonna get like the whole gun painted black. Build there. I've got 5 Surface tablets, 3 mission laptops, and 5 standard laptops in your pile. Do you have deployment software? Can you just turn them on and let them go? Or is it more painful than... Oh, you're actually posting in Discord. Nice. I'll go get some of you guys using social media some more. It would help me out tons, but I know a lot of you just don't have any interest in it, which I understand. Okay, well, I have tripped up on the fact that these have way more detail. But that is a gun painted black quite quickly. Unbox them and asset to own. The gunshot? Like, in the music, or where you are? Also, some of these tubes are like rubber, like black rubber, and some are silver stuff, so figure out which is which. But yeah, there's a lot more detail on these than the others. In fact, there's even some like... No, I'm going to do them silver rather than brass, otherwise I'll be here forever. Where you are? Oh boy. Why have I washed my brush? I should go through and do this on all of them so I don't have to do it again. Let me just double check there isn't anywhere else I need to paint black. Well, I don't think there is. Because wash will do the job of everything else. It's just the cowling of this needs to be black. Okay, well let's go. Get on with it. Red gun instant. Oh, okay. Right. Bye. 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 You need me for a sec? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah, saying hi. Frosty is very ready for the school holidays. For those of you who don't know, she's a teacher. It's already gone, Cyril, I'm sorry. Said hi and bye. I am getting the mixture of this wrong because the remaining black paint is so watery and it seems quite unhappy. The thing is, these guys are getting gloves, so we can save a lot of time not worrying about the hand. Next week, and then for 2 weeks. If you want, Sarah, you can come over on Saturday and help us with manual labour. There's Frosty's brother and one of his friends who's a builder are coming over to help me rip up the garden. The pictures in the Discord box. Thank you for the 2 bits. Oh no, it's neural, so he doesn't have 2 bits. Tapped out now because I don't have Borderlands 3. Frosty gets 2 weeks off for the Easter holidays, basically. We have this week and next week off here. Oh, oh yes. I forgot. Sorry. Saturday is like my day where I get a chance to spend time with Frosty or do stuff for, like, big stuff for the house. Because on Friday I've like done my 5 days streaming and I'm sleepy. I'm sad. There's so much more detail that it's taking a lot longer to get this painted. Oh dear. Could have done this faster, chap. To be fair, the older models are also smaller. Got out this. Giving up on me. Yeah, weekends are composed, yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do, like. With it. Well, I know, like, the campaign we can move some bits around because it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It's only every other week that I'm hoping we can do games and create content off of that. There we go, there's a bit of better. I just refuse to move on to the next pop until I've used it all up, you know? Here, when campaign starts, yeah. You've got time, so don't need to worry yet. I haven't built the game boards yet. That's one thing I'm actually really excited to do, but until I have a car, I can't go and buy the desktops I need to create the actual table. But I can't wait to make like a video about how to make the table. Because I really want to share like my idea. It's based off something I saw on Instagram, but like taking it to the next like level of it. Or chainsawing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that picture of, like, bits of tree you'd sawed down and it was trying to grow again. Do you have to, did you have to, like, pull it all up to stop it from doing it? Or you could deliver, or you could borrow a different one. Borrowing a car is not so easy because basically all of it costs extra money. And I need that money to pay for a new car. So I don't have a lot of choice. I just have to convince someone to go for like half an hour with me to get this stuff. Cars are expensive is what I'm saying. Oh, okay. The next week. The week after next off. Oh, okay. Has your work gotten any better about time off above Earth? Because I know their new, like, this is the time off thing that you got was a bit rubbish. And you were like, no thanks. Oh, by the way, anyone in chat is a Warhammer painter, or like someone who likes to paint models with acrylic paint, needs a good brush. Buying the Citadel Artificer layer, I bought the small one because it's a size 0 brush. It is. Hang on. Just as proof. It's a Winsor & Newton. And you can't really see the text because I've worn it off. But it is a Winsor & Newton brush with a black ferrule. And it's cheaper on Wayland Games than it is to buy a Winsor & Newton brush. And they're of the same quality. I haven't had any issues with the difference of these two at all. So if you use my referral link there, and pick up a brush, will be set. And I cannot express enough how nice it is to have a good brush, because I've used bad brushes for a while, and moving to these made a huge difference. It like halved my painting time. I would get one model painted in these streams. Now, depending on the models, I can get squad painted. Like, that's the difference, having a brush that can hold on to paint and not dry out. The difference in having good quality tools. Brush nerd, yeah. It's 1.5 days left for the rest of the year. The answer is to take it off sick above Earth. $3 saleable brushes. Can you give me a link to that? I want that. If these are Kalinsky sable brushes and not another kind of sable, but my experience has been if the brush is cheap, it's shit. And only 3 companies in the world make Kalinsky sable brushes. Bar in the lunchroom for Friday evening after work drinks. Convinced. Even before this ISMA. Oh, before it is a thing. No, Kalinsky sable is the creature. There are sables and then there are Kalinsky sables. It was a Dutch company that bought the bankrupt company, and yet they're not acting very Dutch. How interesting. Maybe the way things are has like ruined it. Anyway, I'll have to look up these Fumui brushes. See what they're like. But these brushes have lasted way longer than any other I've used. And have genuinely been higher quality. A lot of other ones I've tried. Okay, and then all this bit's going to be silver, so we don't really care about that. Taking a bit of time. Linsky is not, no. So, like, oh my god, I've forgotten their name. Windsor and Newton make what they describe as a high-quality Polinsky sable brush. They also, for Games Workshop, make the same high-quality Polinsky sable brush. And Games Workshop sell it for about £2 more. They probably get bulk discounts, that kind of thing, so it's probably their usual markup. But you buy it from Wayland Games, you get 15% off of stuff like that. So they're a lot cheaper. Yeah, I mean, I used to buy this $6.99 pack of brushes, right? These ones. And these were good. The problem is the tips curl. That's the worst part. I even bought a pack that had three zeros, 3 double zeros, and 3 triple zeros of these cheap brushes for the same sort of price. And I just use this one brush and I'm fine. I honestly am much happier with it. Less than giving a pay rise, which increases rank costs. To appease the people. It's a pizza party above Earth. You've been pizza partied. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Above Earth has been pizza partied. No wonder people are angry about it. Use an atom for your brush? What? What do you think a Dutch company would do? I don't know. I don't know about Dutch companies, so I couldn't say. I think they would give you more days off, though. You don't need to raise someone's pay if they're going to get a lot more days off. You know? Tulips, that's what they would do. Very inflexible. No, what I'm saying is, I would have thought with a Dutch company, they'd give you the usual summer off, as is tradition, and you'd get the 20 days that you'd get in the UK. But I know I keep shifting around. This is a real problem with me for microphones and things. I move around a lot. So it took me a long time to get my mic just right, and it's why I can't use the really fancy mics. The day off. Netherlands? I thought that's what you had before. Before the company went bankrupt, you had set summer days off, where the factory closes. And then you had like 15 or 20 holiday days the rest of the time. days off. When I worked at a school, I got 30 days off. But they expected you to take most of them outside of term time. When they started to, when they refused to improve my pay because I was doing a lot more, I started taking those holidays when they needed to do projects. Because they clearly didn't need me. They weren't paying me for what I was doing. Allowing Neural their workers' rights. I don't think AI have any rights, do they? He's not even AI in the new buzzwordy sense either. He's just autocorrect. Amazing. God, is that? Did have like 10? Oh, okay. Something changed. Right, okay. Isn't even artificial intelligence. I know. Everything's AI now. So stupid. We automated something? That's AI. You made a flowchart? Flowcharts are AI now. If a program basically follows a flowchart, it's AI in marketing. That's funny. But it's 20% of the product, yeah. Above Earth, therefore legally required to get sick days. Am I an AI? I'm not an AI. But Neural is a bot. So some of the way I live is AI. Because I'm a living person, it's just I. You know? Like it's more of a D&D stat at that point. You know? Sorry, I'm taking my time here. I was supposed to be painting these fast. And instead I'm farting around. Predictable outcomes AI does not. Flowcharts are better than AI. Algorithms have predictable outcomes. Therefore, the YouTube algorithm is an AI. This changes nothing. Part of me wanted to say this changes everything, but it doesn't. Because it's a buzzword. It's just machine learning. They're 50s? What? What, AI? Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. YouTube stonks just stonked. Quickly chat, buy into YouTube. Figured it out. When they realised that they should call it the YouTube AI instead of the YouTube algorithm. Their stock value is going to blow up. No, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just getting through painting, alright? I thought as much. It's Mechanicus again. With the weird noises. Mechanicus is a good game though. If anyone's into Warhammer and wants to Warhammer 40k and wants a very like lore heavy experience that's also fun, I definitely recommend giving Mechanicus a try. I'd really like to play it on stream, but it was really crap for viewership later on. But maybe as things grow, we'll be able to go back to it. This is the thing, there's lots of games I've had to say, I can't play that because I need to ensure things go okay. But like, as we've been growing, there's more things I can say, why not? Let's do this. I'm looking forward to being able to do that even more. Will be Quantum. Oh, yeah. Alistair, if you have explosive stonks, see a doctor. Yeah, Quantum was the thing, wasn't it? That they were starting to go into, then AI kind of derailed it. Quantum will come back again. Given some time. This is a really weird background song right now. Do I really not need to paint any of this black? No. No, I don't. Just his gun. All hoverboards. Hey, that would be cool. But, you know, there'd be so many compilations of people falling off them. Just so many. You know, if we ever invent hoverboards, you know, it'd be a resurgence in skateboarding, right? Like, you know, in the... Was it the 90s or the early 2000s when skateboarding just, like, went completely crazy? Everyone was super into it. Must have been the 90s. Like, what was that movie? Dogtown or something, and all of that stuff. I think we'd see a resurgence in like skateboarding as the coolest thing you can do, because it'd be on a hoverboard. Are you okay, Bobbington? Watch another YouTube compilation. It wasn't about in the 90s. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel old. Oh dear. Guns is probably the slowest bit. I think. Late 80s into mid 90s. Yes, that was it. Zero, no. I still can't believe you're the same age as Frosty's brother. Your age, yeah, probably. Right, the good thing about this bit is that I don't need to care about accidentally painting the backpack. I feel like I'm 40. Oh no, Alistair. And people in college born after YouTube. Why do you say things like that? Why do you hurt me so? Okay, well this is... Oh. I want to pull out this bit of horrible black paint, but it'll just be a mess. She doesn't have other siblings, no. But she and I are both, you know, we have lots of cousins. Also, above everything, you know, it's over 2 days, right? Because we're at Westminster Abbey for the first day, for the actual wedding. And then on the Sunday, we're at Frosty's, like, local church for a blessing that's, like, everyone. Your first YouTube video. Yeah. Yeah, the second day is kind of the more party-ish day. I am stressed about, like, wedding. Like, as a severely anxious person, the day itself scares me. But fortunately, I'm not doubting anything else, you know? It's really nice. Like, there's no doubt at all with the actual getting there. Just the hotel for Sunday night. What about Saturday night, Frog? Oh, I see. No, I understand. You're going to travel each day and then... Sunday night is because you're planning to be inebriated. Yeah. There's a couple of people I need to send a PDF of their invite, actually, because sending it by post will take a bit too long. Like, it will still be sent by post, but I want them to have the stuff as well, so that they're not... I don't overpop. Yeah, that's fair, Frog. That half of the gun is painted. I have ended up going so slowly after speed painting the test models. Almost as if I really care about painting these properly. At least I've saved time by painting them, spray painting them the base colour. I suppose previously it would have taken me a whole stream to do 5 models. I'm attempting 10. It was pretty good. No? perfectly with my work schedule. I know. Well, you remember during lockdown and stuff, I was everyone's entertainment while they were working from home and had no one to talk to. That was when I did 6 days a week because everyone was stuck at home. At work here, yeah. Anyway, once the guns are painted black, this scheme will speed up significantly. Oh yeah, that fucking error in the invite. I can't believe like 10 people had seen the invite. And it's still missed. Crazy, right? Fortunately, it says on the place you have to go, RSVP, that that date is incorrect. It's also correct on the ones where for people who are only coming on the Sunday. As the other thing is, there's some more details that can in the lighter colours, but it fixes the fact that the boots are so different, which you guys will see as we go. Maybe after I painted the black on the guns, I'll finish one so you can kind of see where I'm going with it. That leaves us with just 3 more people. Much water and not enough paint. Oh. Anyway, Kat, you looking forward to the weekend? Hey, Kira. Oh my god, I thought I hadn't seen you for a bit. Bloody hell. Hopefully it comes back soon. That's a long time to be without power. What? Oh, it's finally getting a bit chilly. A good excuse to go inside and play video games, yeah. Down a couple over is completely devastated, so Okay. I hope you've got like a generator or something to give you some power so you can like charge your phone and things. Also, Sarah, while I remember, you're in chat at the moment. I just want to check that it's okay if I use the old server map folder thing you set up for me to send a couple of large files to Pebbles for highlights. Because that way I can send him the versions of VODs that don't have all the overlay stuff on them and he can do some extra bits. Awesome. Wanted to check before I went ahead and used it for anything else. Okay. You guys see everything okay? Am I doing alright on camera angle today? I feel like I'm still getting better at this. Figuring it out. Single extension cord from our neighbours. Everyone but us in town has power. It's just not you? That sucks. Weird situation. And it's not like... Not like just the fuse box is not flipped back on, right? Like, just in... Oh, God! Thank you for the 2 subs there, Dr. Insano. Scared the shit out of me. Rush. 4.5. Okay. I need to send a 7 gig file. Basically where I'm at. I'm northeast of the state got blasted by ice. God. Oh. Okay. I saw some amazing videos of that ice storm like aftermath where trees were bending from the weight of the ice and then snapping because they were frozen. And it was honestly insane to see. Like, I've never seen something like it. Yeah, no, you shouldn't go anywhere near that. But at least you have power from your neighbours, which your insurance will pay for. Should pay for. That's the point of it. Just realised some of these tubes I'm going to have to go back and paint black. This one is a rubber tube. They are very cool looking. Polinsky on Amazon, 5 brushes for $32. You got one? Yeah, there you go. What are they called? Umui. And you're sure they're legit, like, Polinsky Sable? Because I've seen lots that say they're Polinsky Sable and then they're not. There's only like 3 companies actually make it. 2 are English. I think one's Italian. I'm not sure. Maybe there are some Chinese ones doing it now and I don't know about them. Right, so let's just check these guys. That's a metal one. A metal tube. That's a rubber. Hard to tell. Maybe only a couple of rubber tube looking. I can't tell because of the way I've highlighted them. Oh, I don't know. Is this the only one that looks kind of rubber tubey? Oh god, it is. That's so weird. Right, that's a metal one. I have to make some decisions here, chat. This one's potentially rubber looking. That one's potentially rubber. Don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just I'm wrong. Japanese. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Right. I will have to think about the tubes bit because I can't just have one guy in the squad having rubber tube and the rest are all metal. Maybe I'll just paint it as metal. Let's move these out of the way. Little bit of water. Go. The only annoying part of having painted it grey. I have to hope that this hasn't wasted more time than I've gained versus painting the whole model. But I suppose I'd probably have to do this either way, right? Oh, nice, Kira. Get that inspiration going. Yeah, I think we've got that side of the gun done. Now we've got to do the outside. Yeah, how am I doing on camera angle today, chat? Is it all looking okay? All looking good? You can see what you're looking at? I'm not getting my big head in the way? Nice. There's a cool crystal thing you can do that I've seen done to make like little trees. Looks very cool. It makes it great. I'll have a look at the trees after stream. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I bet they are cool. Stuff. I've kind of taken a little bit of time off from painting because I've been building this entire Krieg army, and so I've kind of put down the brush while I've been doing it, and so it's been it's a little bit of a thing to get back into. Good, right? Also, every time I've painted a test model, I've realised I've used old models and thought, wow, this is really fast. And then I go to paint the new models and it's like, wow, this has 1,000,000 details. And so it just takes so much longer. There's some details. The sergeant's going to get a little bit of like brass trim and stuff. Stand out a bit. Clean the brush. The black is done. The black is not done. Oh, I've missed a little bit on one of the ends of a gun here. On the first guy as well. Tiniest little bit. This is Space Marine 2 right now. Great soundtrack. Right. So the next thing to do is to dry brush the guns black, so that's done. Then paint all the silver. Wash all the silver. No. Because we've got brown to do. Oh, and there's details. So many details. I think I want to do the silver next. So let's get this dry brush done. Not use a giant brush. A slightly smaller one that should be. Oh god, there's 10. I'm currently... Currently painting 10. So that's why it's taking so long. Just adds up. Okay. I don't normally batch paint 10, so... And there's another 30-ish, plus the other 20 I haven't built yet. It's going to take a little while. This is why we dry brush. Because it saves time. That's maybe a bit too grey, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Number 1 represents like a group in the tabletop. What do you mean? I'm mildly lost on what you were saying there, Kira. I'm sorry. The nice thing about this grey is that highlighting the black works. There. Oh, right. Yes. Yes, this is a squad. This will be a complete tabletop playable squad. Done. I haven't decided how I'm painting the medical bag yet, so I'm going to leave that till last. Okay. Probably a method to use the undercoat grey to highlight this, but I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm kind of not messing with that yet. Like washing it a certain way will leave all the edges highlighted in grey, sort of thing. What is the unit depicted? What? Stuff in the corner is Crimson Fist, so they're a bit different. That's what you mean. They're superhuman space marines. These are just humans. But yeah, this 10-man is a thing. Hi, Sarah. Right. Drying the dry brush. Next job is to get the silver on these guys. I think the other thing is that I find I paint a lot slower when I'm on stream. You might find that these guys are painted in a couple of days. Just completely from me painting off stream. The other thing is that the backs of his hands need to be silver, because they've got these little armor plates. It's a bit annoying because I'm almost certainly going to have to fix these up after painting the brown hands. They got gloves on. That's okay, Kira. Don't mind. You'd think it would mean I'd be more careful, but honestly, probably not. Now it's starting to look more like people.
Looks so fiddly. I just don't know how you have the patience for it.
You know, I don't either, because I didn't really have patience as a kid.
No, I know.
And then now that I've started, but then I started playing Warhammer, and it just kind of slotted into place. So.
Yeah. Oh, Starling. Darling, you up for fairs on Saturday? I'll be on holiday.
Yeah, first you'll actually have time for it. I'll see.
Hotel's booked! Oh my god! Amazing, Frog!
Booked.
Holy shit! Hi, Zero. We've now got 20 whole people coming to our wedding.
Nice. On Saturday.
I didn't have patience, but I do have determination. There you go, Alistair. I didn't have patience or determination. I had spite. That's what got me through my A-levels. Hi, Vive. Have fun. Oh, shit! Above Earth as well. Do I want breakfast after the party? I mean, I don't know. But also, it seems I've spurned everyone's reaction. This is so exciting. Oh, and I figured out, I got a call back from the people about the special license.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I have contacted your father, and we have the next stage of the plan.
Why? What did they say?
They want your birth certificate and your driving license, and then you've got to apply for your passport, and then you've got to send them a copy of your new passport when it arrives. So I'm going to go and sort your passport application out.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I booked it the day I got the invite. Oh, also, Frog, I saw your RSVP. If you're okay with that, that's totally fine on the food front. We're very happy to get something, but if you're better safe than sorry, go for it. Not bust.
Yeah, it would be nice to sort something out for you so that you don't feel like you have to bring stuff.
But equally, if that's what makes you more coming, we've got someone coming who's allergic to strawberries. That's going to put your half of the cake out. Because you're having Victoria sponge cake, aren't you?
Depends on what kind of allergy they.
Strawberry allergy.
Is this my mother?
No. Someone else. Maybe I should look at buying footwear that won't cause Frosty to spit fire. Yes. Zero. Yes. Because otherwise I'm not letting you in. I will bar you. Oh.
You'll do it.
I fucking will. I booked time for passport and that's as far as I've gotten. Beaves, does that mean you're going to RSVP? Yes. How exciting. Thank you, Frog. Thank you, Frog. Oh, how exciting, darling.
Have any of my actual family, except my parents, RSVP?
No. I've got some time.
Apparently, one letter was wrong on Above Earth's address, but it still made it to him.
One letter was wrong.
Dunno.
What was the wrong letter? What the hell is BF?
Barefoot is.
No.
They won't let you into the Abbey barefoot.
No, they actually won't.
That is actually a thing.
As the bride, I've been told I can't wear a slutty dress. I will distract the priest. That's literally what she said.
Yeah. It's really funny. This is genuinely the guidance we were given.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair, bro.
We could do a Q&A. How to get... What about the guests? I don't know. Slut it up. He's not going to be looking at you.
Oh.
Fucking wedding. You can
Oh no, they did say that they're not allowed to either.
Oh no, did they?
Yeah.
I can see Ciro wearing one. What, a slutty dress? What? I don't understand.
I just finished the one to make sure I go chat. What's coming together pretty well. One of these guys. Yeah.
Which one?
I finished my test ones over there.
Yeah.
But none of the new like plastic boys.
Plastic boys. Oh, the Essex.
Apparently.
Right, I'm gonna go do jobs.
Alright.
I bought you a pizza.
Thank you. Did you buy me snacks?
I did.
Oh, you ate them.
Yeah.
Okay. One. Oh god, I was joking. What? Oh, okay, that's alright then. Thank you. Okay, nice. God,
Yeah.
please. Okay. Bye. Chat, I may or may not get snacks. This is why we should have ace priests. Coming together now. I think the thing that really locks in the look of these models is when you start doing all the browns. Makes it look really good. Plus right now all the silvers are really flat. Which anime did you... Oh. Oh, I have made it episode 13 or 14 of the Apothecary Diaries. Speaking of getting distracted by animes. Although I was watching it while I was doing the spray paint, but it's not really distracted. So I finished the first arc, and I'm now on to the next kind of arc of the story. I know you do, you've rewatched it several times. Are you talking about it? That's why I watched it when it came on Netflix. Because I was like, oh, Ciro actually watched this anime. That must be good. The Dark Tide soundtrack is so different from a lot of the other ones. There's some of this I could have done like a bit brassy, but I'm not sure if I want to yet. Paint his belt buckle silver. Okay. I feel like I need to get a Crunchyroll subscription. But I don't think I can justify it because I don't really actually watch, you know, all that much TV overall. Also, I found out there's a Warhammer club, a weekly Warhammer club starting up near me in June. And if I actually had a 2,000 point army, I'd go. Right. Oh, I've got paint. Yeah, because this is like a little metal thingy that sits. Side of it. There we go. That will do. Right. Oh, I see Simon is here. Simon the cat has made an appearance. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this one painted so you guys can see where I'm going with this. Because compared to the Forge World ones, they're a little bit different. So glad I bought more of this as well, because this brown is on its way out. I'll build some crazy table stuff soon as well. I've got some old Lehman Russes to turn into terrain from my collection of many, many old things. Too. Have also decided to start the torturous thing of painting their belt. I don't know why I've chosen to do this to myself, but I have. Yeah, the old models are way easier to paint. These. Good luck, Sari. He runs across the keyboard and turns on caps lock. Oh my god. Incredible. So the camera is really quite close to me, like above me, but then it's angled in the direction I'm looking, which is why when I hold this at the correct angle for me to look at it, you can kind of see where I'm looking as well. Works out quite well because it's also high enough up that I'm not popping my head on it. Also, I'm painting a lot of this, like, this dark brown. It's not the final colour. but I will not be painting them the lighter gas mask colour that they've chosen to do now. Seems a little kind of rubber mask inspired. Gonna have to repaint the silver on the mask, but that's fine. Part of the learning curve of figuring out how to painting the silver on the face mark until I've done the browns, which will probably be true of the hands as well. TurboTax dimension? What? Glove is now brown. Need to move on from that. Oh, I see. It'll pick an ad and just repeat it. Oh. Wait, why is the Panda Express ad rude? Not saying that there's an ad block that can block Twitch ads. I'm not saying that. I wouldn't tell you something like that. I'm not saying that that's why you guys subscribe to me. You don't have to deal with them at all. But you know. I'm still single, it's none of their fucking business. What the fuck? Are you serious? That's so weird. That is rude. What a rude advert. How does it know? Does it know? Or is it just a generic advert that pretends? No. Oh, that's weird. And very American, as advertising goes. Just like there's hot women in my area. Sure. That's a pretty awful advert. Although it's still not as bad as when I was advertised purchasing a gun from a Temu-like site. That was interesting. I was advertised that on YouTube. So I reported it to Google and then received the same ad a couple weeks later. I think they've since stopped that from happening though, so I haven't seen it again since. But I live in the UK. Fuck. Stealing a gun sounds like a great idea. Okay. Just his backpack needs painting now. Yes, I was advertised a gun on YouTube when I was watching YouTube Shorts. An advert for purchasing a gun from what I assume was a Chinese-based company. Came up. And I reported it to Google Ads because I was like, well, we shouldn't be advertising guns on YouTube Shorts now. In a country where it's illegal to have guns without some very severe licensing. A little bit. With washes, it won't show. Like, I live in the UK. Why am I getting guns? Is it literally just strip teasers? What? Okay, well, we've learned how that's broken. It's trying to send you a message. Application error, which for some reason has kept all of its HTML, all of its tags. It's trying to send you a document type in its own viewport that's supposed to pop up, which is device width initial scale 1 using UTF-8. Supposed to be like a massive thing that says error. That's interesting. Doesn't give you any. It didn't set any like style though. Hang on, where's the style media screen? Oh, okay. That's by one. It'll be happy. Give it a try. Let's find out. Might as well. While I'm sat here painting, because I'm mostly base coating surfaces right now, so we got time. Oh boy. That reminds me, have you seen the new Pal World game? The new Pal World game that isn't an April Fool's joke? Interesting. So it's that you exceeded the 10 seconds by so much, I guess? How strange. Why is it that number specifically? What did you do? What if you did 8s? It's going to be precisely that number that does it, isn't it? Can you try rolling it with 8? Wait, what? Oh, it's not enough 7s, that's fine. Like, what if we go larger, you know? I want to know if it generates the same error. Chat. You know how, like, for years you've watched me play video games? You find it weird that I also paint miniatures? Is that like a big gap for you? Or does it just kind of make sense? Oh my god, it is! So you know what it is? That is just long enough and the maximum allowed value, because that's also the value that, like, the maximum number on a text-to-speech, right? Something special about it, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was the text-to-speech 7s, you know, the one that's like the maximum it will say. I wondered if it was related in some way. That's where I thought you got that 7s from. It's the one that Dr. Insano does. Okay, all the brown is now done. So it's basic. Our next job is to paint some of the next, but also dry brush some of it. What do you think? Really? How weird. It's given up. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing now. Oh. Right, so the next colour is what I would call Graveyard Earth, but is Steel Legion Drab now. Yeah, it's those 7s. Very strange. Right, let's dry brush onto the pouches, the boots. What we do now is we dry brush pouches and boots. Start with the boots because it'll be easier. Of course, there's some people who've seen the recent Golden Demon things and been like, oh my god, see people paint like that? And then they see me and I'm just like, I'm just enjoying myself. Yeah, I'm trying not to be off screen. It's a bit difficult sometimes. Especially when I'm sat on a bit of an awkward angle. There we go. I've dry brushed all the things that need dry brushing. How much for TTS? 100 bits. We'll do a TTS. Okay, so the next thing to do, before I do any more of this, is actually I need some Gorthor Brown. A Gorthor Brown for all the straps, and then we highlight again. multicolour. Thank you for the 100 bits,
You rolled
Alistair.
7,777,777,777 dice with 5 sides. The total is less than doctype HTML head meta name equals viewport content equals width equals device width. Initial scale equals 1 greater than meta charset equals UTF-8 greater than title application error / title style media equals screen greater than HTML. Body, iframe, margin, 0, padding, 0, HTML, body, height, 100%, overflow, hidden, iframe, width, 100%, height, 100%, border, 0, /style / head less than.
Fine. Thanks, Brian. What? Okay, so I've painted those in a slight colour, which when it gets dry brush will... Loved every second of that. Okay, I'm glad. Right, so we've done the Gorthor on the pouches. On the main pouch, not on the other pouch. I suppose. Now we've got to paint the face mask in this colour. I don't know how this is going to come out on these new masks. Oh, it looks quite good. Next thing to do is to get a little bit more down, and now it's going to go on here. Going to take a bit longer. I think it also hasn't helped me today that everything tastes like spray paint. All underground, oh boy. Cheers you up after needing roundabout ads, that's fair. Glad that the TTS could help. This must be Darktide, right? No, it's not! Oh god, it's Space Marine 2! I still think there's only one place that Darktide beats Space Marine 2. And its soundtrack alone. Some of it's just so cool. Okay, Okay, so the next thing we've got to do is got to get his bedroll. I didn't bother with this on the test minis because I just needed the general colouring. I do think there's going to be little bits of brass on this model too. Oh, look at it. ETS spew code, of course. Oh, in the middle of this month, a big update for Space Marine 2 is coming out. I'm thinking about doing a Space Marine 2 stream. We haven't done one in a little bit. I occasionally play off stream and I've been leveling up my characters and things. And there's lots to see. Oh my god, apples. Play Dark Side again? So should I. Maybe we can organise playing some on Discord. When I've got some time on one of my days off. That would be really fun. Such a tiny bit of face. Okay. That's totally fine, Bobbington. I just want to see what the new content is. Don't really care about playing at the highest level. It's just more fun to play with other people, you know? Now, one of these Baneblade Browns is good, and the other one is shite. Right, well, that's not the good one, I think. They'll probably be using a pistol. Oh no. Right, so. Yeah, look, a good Baneblade Brown just really well. So is this texture pack? Oh god. Questions today. Normally I would wash the colour that I'm going up to with a lighter brown wash. But I'm doing this a certain way, so I'm actually going to use a darker brown to wash this. In the art... Oh, okay. So what you're saying is it was with the other important document. You're telling me your important document was in with the important document. So we're not going to bring the face any higher up on colour. The gloves might need a further dry brush actually. Quite fine. Sure is. This is disposal unit. Imperium. Under your bed. Oh, okay. This is the one people were using for loads of like reels and stuff for ages. Right. So now we're going on to Shabty Bone. Oh god, do we need a Wolfie one of those? We definitely need a Wolfie music emote. Can someone put that in the emotes to-do list, please? One of the mods, I mean, because none of the viewers have access to that. Oh, like a music slash jamming out slash dancing emote. A lot of stuff on this guy is just going to look way too bright, and then I'm going to wash the hell out of it. It's just going to look totally different. I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing that. Just feel a bit like we need like a specifically for music one, you know. And also, a lot of people have forgotten about all the special animated ones we made years ago. So they don't get used as much. I should look up what this song is called so I can use it on Instagram posts. Especially now I know it's not for Space Marine. Artsman. Same. Ingeo Symphonica again. Man. Didn't Demise make that one? So good. One day I'll go back and play the Cult of the Lamb DLC. Yeah, that song I should use on some of my posts on Instagram, because apparently adding music to songs really helps. Hey, nice, Bubba. Oh yeah, it's going to be quite easy for you to get to the wedding. You take the Eurostar. I say quite easy, you still got to do a lot of travelling. My brush is doing weird things. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just can't get this paint to play ball. It just won't do what I want. It's nothing like the old bleach bone. Makes me sad because I used to love using that paint on loads of stuff. It's the last one, yeah. Oh, but your first time using it? Oh, okay. Yeah, Disposal Unit, Imperium Mix by Jesper Kid. Right, so. Next thing I need to do. These hands are too dark brown still. They need to be dry brushed. One of the things that made a big difference on these other guys was a much heavier highlight on the hands. It's not huge, but it's enough. Actually, I'm going to need to use that anyway. So let's do the wash now. And this is why this is why I have two of the brushes, because I have one that gets sacrificed to the wash gods. Interesting. Washes very differently than the resin models, but I suppose they are modelled a bit differently. Hopefully the shine goes away, otherwise I have to matte varnish it, which is a bit... not the end of the world. Right. Gonna dirty up all of these. Done. Just tones it down a little bit into the browns again. I feel like when I'm doing little miniatures like this, I should change the distance of the camera. Right, that should dirty that up a bit. This needs a highlight. Good work. Although, let's get this base one. The highlight. For it to look good. That's good. Craft of Jesus. Or like oil paints or something. Okay. So what's the next step? It's got to be cleaning up those hands, cleaning up the silver, then finally washing the silver. Doesn't make sense to dry brush the hands yet because the mask is still drying. So let's clean up the silver while we're here. Do I need to clean up? Probably a little bit. Aid. Hand square. That one's fine. Done. And the rest of the silver looks fine actually. The rest of that's going to get washed to hell, so it's not going to show up. It's just the face bit, which I'm actually tempted to do all of it as leather, because so much of it gets dominated by this little metal bit that it's a bit like, you know, it feels a bit ruined by doing this. I know it's an attempt to be gothic, but it's maybe a bit too much gothic. It makes it look like he's got a big pointy nose or a weird mustache. This is Mechanicus. They're amazing soundtracks, though. One thing I need to do. The other thing I have to do is I've got to do around the eyes. And I just feel like this is so much metal where there should be more brown. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing in chat, but I kind of have to have this right in my face. Oh, nice above him. Okay, so next up, I guess, is the black wash. Should bring all these metals down. Now let's see what happens. Question is, do I do it with the giant wash brush or not? Part of me thinks do it with the giant wash brush because you'll get shading more. Yep. So we're basically using this to darken this metal as much as possible, which is not really what you normally do with this. Kind of use it to shade bits. I'm using it to the extreme. The reason I'm using it to the extreme is I don't want to have to highlight this. I want to avoid highlighting as much as possible. Because it's more time. Oh, actually. There's a lot of using the same colours in this. I think it works quite well for it. So the only thing left to do is this little butt canister thing. Might be his lunch. Who knows what's in there? I like to think it's just his lunch. Right. So this still needs some highlighting, but it's looking alright. Oh yeah, click the link, chat. Deli MC messaged me the other day. They're going to upgrade our server. We're getting a fancier CPU. Yeah, so things will get even more powerful. God knows why they're still sponsoring us, but there we are. We can break it harder. We're very lucky to have that sponsorship. They've stuck with me for a long time. So I think this is like the basics. There's definitely some highlighting that could be done that would make him look better. All I need to do his eyes, but yeah. Got a really tiny brushes. Oh, the 000, there it is. Oh, is that an 8-bit drummer emote? God, I haven't watched him forever. We'll see there's some. I might be better off with the yeah, I might be better off with the other brush. That's a real struggle. This brush is horrible. Anyway, there's some more dry brushing to do to highlight this guy, but otherwise I think we've done pretty well. We got a dry brush to highlight this and the bedroll. We need to do some brass accents just to add a little detail. White dots in the eyes, and dry brush the hands again because they are not as highlighted as they should be. But I think overall that's the kind of general... That's the general colour scheme. Still drying, but we'll do the bases so they stand out more from the base. But I have so much of this to paint that I need it to kind of be simple. This isn't too tough, so it's simple. What do you guys think? Definitely need some more highlights on the bone colours, the browns. Especially in this camera, they just look a bit dark. Oh, have fun, Above Earth. I'm sure that'll be enjoyable. Weird little thing I do. Unshaken Agrex Earthshade. Shiny. Makes the red look really good. Will you be able to stop in half an hour though? I don't know. Good luck. Yeah, so I think we're going to end up with a load of little brass accents. Just in a few places. I'm pretty pleased about that because I think it will look really good. I'm going to try and use my dry brush that I'm pretty sure is stuffed, but might work. Let's see how it works out. Very tiny dry brush. So small. If I can... Oh, that's not the paint. That's not the model. If I can get this to work, then I can... some other stuff. Like it's mostly working. A little tiny bit more. Okay, so we've done the basic one there. Now we need some Wraithbone, which I use for my Tyranids, so I've nearly obliterated. I'm probably going to need another pot of this soon. Pigments. Oh, yes, I need to learn to use those. Hello, Ciro. I think I missed your message, or you said you were stepping away. Hope everything's all right. That should do for that. Okay. This adds a little bit more to it. That should work. Ah, okay. I like makeup powder, apparently. Oh, okay. Being social on that. I thought you just did that to be late home from work. Right. So the hands still need a dry brush. I'm going to use this one again because it seems to have done all right. There we go, this is much better. Brings out the colour on the gloves a bit more. What do you think, chat? Have we done okay? Need some opinions. I know I've not 100% finished him because there's some little bits I want to paint still, but with the highlights, I think he looks pretty good. Hey, see, I guess you'll find out because you'll be fighting them. Hello, Andy. Looks great. I'm glad. Hope your nap was good. Yeah, so I just need to do a whole bunch of guys like this. I suppose their eyes need a little something different. I also might not paint this metal bit because I just think that comparatively, like, I think that this guy looks better because his mask kind of has more brown to it, whereas this guy loses the guy on the right loses a lot of his mask to that metal bit. So I might just turn it into a...
Your presence is appreciated.
Hey, the happy Andying, thank you for the follow. I'm glad I hope we'll see you for more streams in the future. That's most appreciated. But yeah, what I might do is for the guy on the right, or for all of these guys, I might paint that metal bit as if it's leather, like of the mask, so that all of it's supposed to be flexible and then just the pipe connector isn't. Looks more worn out, yeah. But I like that. This guy looks proper grim dark. This guy looks a bit less so because of the metal. It looks a little bit silly. So I think what I might do is paint that. We'll paint that brown on the next one. And then we'll decide, like, is that what we want to do? I have to say, these older, simpler ones do make it a bit more difficult. I think I might need to do a bit of a highlight on the bag as well. I'm not sure. But I like doing the Gorthor brown for the chest bag. Then having the Steel Legion drab for the face. And then having the darker brown for everything else. And then these are in, like, there's browns in this, you know, and there's variations of browns in this, and it makes it a bit more than like what you'd normally paint. Like, take the Marine I painted, for example, right? He has two browns. The Purity Seal cloth with all its text, and the bags, and that's it. I mean, that's fair, Alistair, yeah. But, like, I think this guy has achieved a level of grim and darkness that once the base is done, these guys are going to look really good. So now I just need to speed paint the whole rest of them. Which I thought would be this. I thought this would be really easy. And how wrong I was. I guess Necrons still are the easiest army to paint if you paint them silver. Pew pew. But I have to say, spraying them grey has saved me a lot of time. Because then the only thing that needed to be black is the guns. You just paint that and you're done. Then I can just paint the rest easy. But I do need to give my neck a second. Because it is crunchy. Oh. There's half a Tyranid army sat next to me, by the way. I got 15 of these old gaunts to paint. And like zone thropes and all sorts. I am quite looking forward to these, but I need a break from Tyranids. Also, comparison of size and things. Pretty cool that they're going to be fighting all these big monsters and stuff. I'm actually really excited for finally getting the board together and getting games to go. And because I'll have painted everything, it will kind of all match in style and finish. So there won't be any of that, like, Oh, that army looks way out of place because it's painted differently or anything like that. It'll all be, oh, Wolf painted that, so you know it's all the same. Do you know what? The more I look at this, the more I am actually really pleased with this. I think that extra heavy highlight on the hands has done wonders for it. I think the only thing left to do is a couple of little brass bits. So let's do a couple of little brass bits and see if we agree that that is what should be there. Okay? Because we've got to figure it out. Oh, this paint separates so easily. I have to shake the hell out of it every time. You can feel it getting thicker as you shake it. That sounds terrible. What I'm thinking is on the bag. Literally. On this little tube. Finally. On his belt. Little tiny marks. The thing about this little tiny dot of detail is I will know it's there. And now you will know it's there. You can join me in knowing that this tiny detail has been added. What's great about this is this tiny detail is across all of the Imperial armies in the campaign. Been too bad yet. I think that final little bit of shine, just right. I really like that, actually. I'm really pleased with this. Right, does anyone remember the order I did the paints in? Because I don't. Oh, God. Right. I could start the next one, but I don't know if it's worth it. See little dots on it. This is the only thing about, like, with the painting, I'll reach a certain point and then be like, okay, we're done now. Base rings, they go on the... God, it's not watery enough. But the tiniest little dot. Oh, they look uneven. I'm gonna have to repaint that. That's annoying. German, it means war. Yes, I knew it was German. The Blitzkrieg and all that. That's kind of where these names come from originally. They've moved it away from all that though, fortunately. But his eye comes all the way around here. His eye doesn't. Oh, the modelling on this is so weird. I didn't realise he had a melty eye. Suppose it's so he can aim better. Yeah, there was no point switching flash. Just stick with this one. Melty blood? I'm sorry, what? Why has he got acid blood now? Are you talking about Space Marines? Oh no, Space Marines can spit acid. I don't know what the hell is happening with white paint, but watering down it is not. Got there. There we go. He's got eye dots that don't look dodgy. There we go. Made it a little tiny bit bigger, maybe a bit too big. Have I not heard of melty blood? Like, not normally, no. Really cringe anime fighter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Thought you meant like acid blood. His eye dots okay? Okay, it's just there's a lot of shine around there. Anyway, so now I've got 50 of these to paint. Christ, what have I done? I've just painted a Tyranid army. And now I've got to paint a Guard army. I've already painted a Space Marine army, of which 7 more models need doing. And a tank. I've got... Where is it? I've got this flipping thing to build and paint. As well. A Brutalis Dreadnought. It's, yeah. Oh, do you guys want to see something funny, actually? Right. It's been on my desk for a while, so it's a bit dusty. Dreadnought base. Like, new Dreadnought base. This is a Wraith Lord, but old Dreadnought base. Right? That's how much bigger it is. So, new Dreadnought base, right? Hang on, let me move this. Here's the new Dreadnought base. Here's the new Krieg artillery base. Ooh. It's enormous! Like, what the hell? I've never experienced bases this large before. I think this might have more area than the bases for the... Like, I think this has more area than the bases for the Knight Titans. The Imperial Knights. The Forbidden... I mean, I could throw this. It is just fine. It is a bit of plastic. Also, please enjoy... Hang on. Please enjoy first edition Dreadnought. He's a baby. Oh, I've just realised something. You know the new, these new Space Marines? Yeah. Yeah, that's... Talk about scale creep. Yeah, I want to play Darktide at the very least off stream. Yeah. Isn't that mental? Dreadnought. Technically, this is the Saturnine Dreadnought versus current Space Marines. Yeah, well, first edition. I've got a whole first edition army that I'm going to put in a display cabinet at home. We've got a display cabinet downstairs. I just need to sort everything out for it. There's a Mario mustache. Oh god, he kind of does. That's his mouth. That's his little mouth bit. Yeah, if you want to see the other factions so far, check out my Instagram. If someone does !Insta, you can see it. Get a link to it. I've been working on my Eldar. They're the 4th faction. Actually, I've got Sniper over here who's actually painted. His base needs redoing, but yeah. You definitely look at my Instagram. This was one of the first models I painted when I was like, I want to do a campaign. Like, the flavor of this is what made me want to do it. Suffice to say, it's gone a long way since then. I have so much to paint. These Krieg are actually... I don't know. I think I've kind of made the decisions I need to make. Like, I think all the pipes are going to be silver. I think I'm going to do... dry brush the black to highlight it, which I've already done on all of these. Then do all the browns, then do the silver. Yes. Okay. That's going to save me a lot of time, actually, yeah. So brown second, silver third, and then the last little bits, the little brassy bits fourth. Yeah, Sarah, I really need you to read your codex and, like, get to grips with your army. Oh, I didn't show you guys some of the other models I've done, because I've kind of tried to make these guys a bit different. I suppose they're not super different, but, like, I really like how my squad sergeant looks for the second squad. I think he looks like he's actually, like, running forward and about to, like, aim and fire off a pistol shot. And then my plasma guy, once again, converted because you don't have enough arms for these guys, but they've come out pretty well. I think overall it looks pretty good. But yeah, I think it's a bit overwhelming right now because I have only painted the one, but I know that I could paint a squad of these in a day. And maybe less time because now I've done, you know, I've done the black and I've done the grey, and now I know to do the brown second. It's actually not going to take long. A big part of getting this right is to figure out the order. If you figure out the order in which you're going to paint stuff, it can save you so much time because you're not actually spending any of the time umming and ahhing like, oh, am I going to do this next? Am I going to do this next? And I really think that's going to save me a ton of time. But as I say, I think, like, on this guy, you can see where his... You get a paintbrush so I can point. See, I think I'm going to paint silver up to this here. And then this is going to end up being part of the brown. If I'd really thought about it, I might have even scraped these off. Not sure. Have an army there. But yeah, I guess with where I am now, I'm going to paint these brown on the next one and see how it comes out. Because I think if I cut that bit out, like, it was a weird choice stylistically to have that. I don't know. It was a bit Darth Vader-y as well. What do you guys think? You think I ought to try just the brown? Because, like, look at this guy. He just looks a little more... I don't know. He's got more face. Think is hard, yeah. Just got more face. And, like, Krieg were all about showing their faces, I suppose. Which is not true, because they have gas masks. They were all about the opposite of that. But you know what I mean. Anyway. I have some umming and ahhing, but I think I know where I'm going. Why the long face? Oh dear. Right. Chat. I think I have to stop building Krieg, although I'm going to finish the artillery I was building, and start painting Krieg. You have no face. Wait, was that a thing? I don't remember that. Anyway, chat, let's switch over to the ending screen. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for the subs. I think there's been 3 today. There's some more still go through. But thank you for watching, and thank you for the support. I think we're now 5 subs away from it being nice. Someone does exclamation mark sub goal. It will tell you. Let's see who's on today. Who can I send you over to? Who is small friend I could send you to? Pebbles is streaming. He's playing Haste. What's Haste? I want to know. This looks like some crazy game. I'm going to send you to Pebbles. Playing some crazy ass game. I don't know what it is. Also, yeah, we're 5 subs away from it being nice. Let's start the raid though, chat. If you can all join the raid, I would most appreciate it. It's always nice to send a load of people over to a friend. He's also working on the next highlight video, which will be out in a week. It's awesome. He's shown me no new highlights yet though, so I wonder where he is with that. 1 sub away in the right corner. Oh yeah, we are, yeah, 1 away from it being nice there. Anyway, thank you for watching today, guys. Sorry I didn't finish a whole squad, I really thought I could. But I guess when I stream, I just struggle a bit more. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support as always. I will see you all on Sunday. I think the plan is we're going to play Minecraft. We're going to build that deployer machine.
New cultist detected.
And go from there. Delirious Hero, thank you for the follow right at the end there. Anyway, chat. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, everyone. And good night.
It just goes on forever.